guys? Welcome back. We're on some Wolf Talk. And what do we got going on? Well, the Oscars happened. I haven't heard the results yet, but I'm pretty sure they were freaking terrible, especially the viewership, because not many people were watching it. But we're not going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about is an epiphany I had while watching Alita for the second time. Because, yes, I went back to watch it. My wife and I, we decided to sign up for a cinema thing where we pay $20 a month. We can watch up to three movies a week, should we choose. And since we had that, I was like, well, screw it, let's go watch Battle Angel again. And my wife was like, hey, I got no problem with that. And this time we did IMAX instead of Dolby, and some things popped out, and sound quality was better, and I was actually able to catch Michelle Rodriguez's voice this time and actually put it to the face better. That was just a little bit better, but there was an epiphany I had about Alita, about, at least for me, now, mileage may vary on people, why I can so easily, relate to her. Because if you think about it, she has a lot of the same qualities of another character I like, and a character many people around the world like. Now, I may be stretching things a bit, but I don't think I'm going to have to stretch very far, and, well, here it is. Alita is basically a younger female version of Goku from Dragon Ball mythology. I mean, let's break it down, guys. First off, both of them love to fight and are highly competitive. And they have that drive to win. Both are very naive and goofy when they're not in the middle of a fight. Now, yes, I realize Alita has a couple of other things that, Goku doesn't. I mean, one, she has severe amnesia right from the get-go, but was already in an android body. Goku, yes, he had amnesia, but he grew up with Grandpa Gohan, who raised him. Alita really didn't have that going after the gate except for Ito, and she had to figure out a lot of things very quickly. But both of them tend to just trust naturally in their instincts, and that leads them to be very naive at times, where Alita was literally getting ready to give up her heart that, could power the city several times over for years on end to a guy she barely knows. But she even says, look, it's just the way I am. I'm all in or not at all. And Goku's the same way. He's either all in or doesn't care. I mean, you can just sit there and do a point by point and yeah, they're different in some cases, but in other cases, they're almost exactly the same. In fact, they'd probably get along just fine. Like Goku, like there's that one point where Alita says, I will not stand by in the presence of evil. Goku won't either. Goku's, completely incapable of letting evil happen, and if there's something to do about it, he's not going to idly stand by and let it happen. He's just not that kind of guy. So, I can see so many parallels between Goku and Alita, and I think for me, I like that kind of character where they have clashing points where, totally aloof, totally goofy, but you put them in the middle of a fight, and all of a sudden, it's like they flip a switch and it's like, okay, let's go. They always want to push themselves. They always want to try newer and better things. They both love food. I mean, Alita first tries to bite that orange, which is kind of hilarious. Then she peels it off and starts eating it. And suddenly she's like, oh my god. And then Hugo buys her chocolate. She's like, oh my god, I love chocolate. Then you see going to eat that meal, and you can just see her eyes light up of like, ooh, food, yes. I mean, granted, Alita, it was almost a childlike innocence, especially on her voyage of discovery, and every person has that when they're young, trying new things, getting to understand new things. We just do it when we're little kids for the most part, so we don't really get that new sense of wonderment that she has coming fresh out the gate with amnesia and all that. But, I mean, you guys can see the parallels as I'm drawing. At least I hope you can see the parallels like I can. I mean, I think that's why I can identify with Alita so much, because now that I've thought about it after the second viewing, she reminds me strongly of Goku. Okay, now, there's one other comparison that everybody's apt to bring up, and I'm just kind of dreading. Yes, that's between her and Captain Marvel, and there's almost an antithesis. They both have an asthmatic background, but whereas Alita kind of comes into her own with the help of Ito, but charts her own course, well, Captain Marvel comes up through the Kree and really gets her, from what I can see, her ideals kind of painted by the Kree, whatever force she's part of. I don't know her mythology all that well, so. But and this is also going to go off on this little side tangent with Captain Marvel, but I just have this feeling that Alita was the star of her show. She was the central driving factor. She was the bright shining star. She drove the story, and was that Rosita Salazar? I think her name is. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. I'm horrible with names. It takes me a while to learn names, but she did so well with motion capture, just bringing the emotion, bringing Alita to life, doing all that great stuff. And some of the mixed reviews will say, "Oh, Brie Larson's so great," but Ben Mendelsohn and the cat stole the show, and it's like, that's not painting a good picture for me. This is going to be kind of the antithesis where everybody else besides Captain Marvel drives the show, and she's just going to be kind of along the ride like Solo, whereas Alita was up front center. She was the show, and she delivered. I just have this irking feeling with Captain Marvel that the story's going to be great except for her. That's just my irking feeling and prediction. Am I going to go see it? Yeah. Considering I already have the $20 a month and I can see up to 12 movies, it's not like really Marvel and Disney and all that's already getting my movie anyway. I'm pretty much paying the theater. I just pick what movies I want to see. So I've already given my movie to the theater. It's not like I'm giving a ticket to Marvel on that one. So yeah, I may suffer through it. My wife took one look at it and was like, "You want to see what happens? You knock yourself out. I'm not going to go see that trash." I'm like, well, it's not just misogynistic white men as the narrative tries to paint, that it's only white men that don't say, no, my wife is about as woman as you can get, and she has absolutely no desire to go see this movie. She thinks it's going to be trash. And the mouth on Brie Larson sure hasn't helped matters because she thinks it paints a bad light on women like my wife because of the way Brie is running her pie hole. Almost a direct quote from my wife. You can tell she's a Marine wife. But anyways, I want you guys in the comments below, tell me what you think of my analysis between Goku and Alita. If I'm wrong, I'm right. Tweaks, maybe other things you could see. Let me know. I hope y'all have a great one. I hope y'all enjoy this video. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Oh, and a little bit of housekeeping before I bounce out. I am trying to learn OBS. I'm trying to tweak it to my settings so I can actually start showing you all out there in the Phantom Collective. If you've never heard of this game, World of Warships, I want to get some replays out there of me, just playing a couple of low-level matches, showing you some replays, showing you what the game is like. I'm not going to be able to really break down stuff because there's plenty of Captain's tutorials from really great YouTubers that I will be sure to direct you to if you want to get into this game and really learn what makes it tick. I just want to give you a brief overview of what the game looks like, how it's played, and other fun stuff. But this video's been running about 9 minutes. I think I've pretty much talked you all to death. I will catch you all later. I hope you all have a great day.